Hello and welcome back to Brock's Basement. This is my comic book pull list for the week of June 7th, 2023. The reason I'm sighing is because it's school's over, which is good, so I don't have the day job, but my work hours at the comic book store increased. They increased a lot in this past week because the owner, Ryan Higgins, left for Japan with his wife on a much delayed wedding anniversary trip to Japan. So myself and Marshall are manning the storefront, and that requires me to do more things, which is fine, but it's stuff that I don't normally do. So there's a lot that goes into that. So I've just finished my first 4-day stint of doing all that fun stuff. Man, it's a rough one, but I'll be fine. I have to work tomorrow night, but that's but I have Thursday and Friday off, so we will see how this goes. I only have to do it for a few weeks, but you're here for the comic book pull list, so let's get right to it. First up this week, Adventures of Superman John Kent number 4. I've read a couple issues. I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep going with it, so we'll see where it goes. Next up is Batman 136 or 901. Marshall brought up a good point while we were sorting books today. Why is Batman just staring at his hand? Why is Batman just staring at his hand? We have no idea. Anyway, I'm so behind on that. Next up, we have Dark Knights of Steel, number 11 of 12. So this book is finally hopefully coming to an end. It's been a while, but I enjoyed the first few handful of issues I've read. I need to get sit down and read a whole bunch at one time, but we'll see. Next up, we have a milestone issue, and that is Flash 800, a celebration of Wally West, splattered all over the page. I don't know, is he alive? Is he dead? Spoilers, in Titans, I think he's dead, and so, I don't know, who knows? Wally West is, he's either alive or dead. I don't know. He's in the Speed Force, he's not in the Speed Force. But hopefully, I might just jump in on that one and check it out and read it. It's got a bunch of creators who've worked on the Flash, have thrown stuff in there, so hey, might be something to check out. Next up, we have Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing, number 9. I read the first few issues, so keep getting it. I'll get to it eventually. Next up is Tom King's independent book, and that is Love Everlasting. Really great book. I love this book. It's amazing. I have no idea half the time what's going to go on in it, but that's what makes it so much more fun. Next up, we have a new talent showcase. I like these because they're kind of nice short stories by new creators. And so this time we have the new talent showcase, but on the Milestone Initiative. So we're going to check out hopefully some Milestone characters. I've enjoyed most of the Milestone content that DC has put out as of late. I think the only one that wasn't too sold on was Static, which is, I don't know why, but I like the other ones better. But if you're curious, I do recommend checking out Milestone. Next up, we have Scott Snyder's Noctera, number 15. A bunch of stuff supposed to happen apparently in it. At least that's what Snyder's been tweeting on. Or social mediaing, I guess you could say. Next up, we have Once Upon a Time at the End of the World by Jason Aaron. I snagged number 6 up because I've enjoyed the book so far. I think I've read the first story arc. I'm not sure. When you're so behind and you've read a lot of stuff, you don't remember what you read sometimes. But what I read, I enjoyed. Next up, we have Peacekeeper Tries Hard, number 2. If you liked the TV show Peacemaker, then definitely pick up Peacemaker Tries Hard. It is basically an extension of the show. Really good stuff. I highly recommend it. Next up is Jeff Lemire and Gabriel Walta's Phantom Road 4. I checked out the first issue. Really good. So I have hopefully 3 solid issues to catch up on. I know, it's a common theme. Leave me alone, okay? Next up, we have Poison Ivy number 13. A wonderful cover by Jessica Fong. Very reminiscent of, at least in my opinion, the Kiss the Girls scene in Little Mermaid. But this is in the swamps of Gotham. So, who knows? But it's Poison Ivy. It's Jessica Fong's cover. She's amazing. Next up, we have Shazam number 2 by Mark Waid. I have not yet read the first issue, so I need to get on that. I did pick up the Steelworks number 1 from the Dawn of DC to give it a try and see how it is. So hopefully it's enjoyable. Out of the new Dawn of DC stuff, I tried Cyborg. It just didn't hit with me. I also tried, what else did I try? I did not like the Superboy stuff very much. So Green Arrow so far has been really good. I like the Adventures of Jonathan Kent. I'm hopeful for Steelworks. Next up, we have Traveling to Mars by Mark Russell. This is issue 6. It is an Eisner-nominated series, which I voted for. I voted for in the Eisners this year. This is for Best New Series. I don't know if I voted for that one for Best New Series. I can't remember. I voted like a month ago now. So, yes, if you have questions, why do I get to vote? The Eisners has basically a process that you can sign up for as long as you're, I think, you fall under the qualifications of being somebody who can vote in the Eisners. In my case, I hit that because I work in retail, comic book retail. I'm an educator as well as technically a podcaster / journalist thing. I don't know. All about comic books. So I've been voting in the Eisners for a handful of years now. It's fun. Sometimes I don't vote for categories that I don't know anything about, which is how you should vote. If you don't know about it, don't vote for it. Next up, last up, well, I should say on it, is The Walking Dead, number 64. Guess how many issues of this I have to read? Well, guess how many inked and colored issues I have to read of this? Well, I guess the other one was inked. This one's the actual color. I've read all of it. I enjoy Walking Dead. It's great. I just haven't read the new deluxe colored editions. So, let's catch up on. All right, on to variant covers. I did pick up a variant for Batman 136, and that was the Joe Quesada variant there. Would like Joe's variants. They've been pretty good. I don't even know whose variant this is, but it's the variant for Love Everlasting. Snag that one up. We have one for Noctera. I don't know who it is, but I grabbed this one up. Thought it was pretty cool. Once Upon a Time at the End of the World had a foil cover I picked up with Jenny Friesen art on it. I don't remember it being foil, but it's Jenny Friesen. I love Jenny Friesen. This one is probably one of my really favorites from this week, and that's Poison Ivy 13. This is by Kai Carpenter. I really liked that cover there. Frank Cho did a Poison Ivy variant for issue 13. Awesome. And it's Pride Month, for those of you who celebrate, and even for those of you who don't, it's Pride Month. We have, this is a connecting cover, so I will keep this out for when the Harley Quinn comes out. But this is the connecting cover for Pride Month. Harley Quinn, I can't remember what issue will connect with this. It's a Claire Rowe and Triona Farrell cover. So there'll be one for Harley. So I'll show you that. I'll show you the Harley one, and then I'll show you it connected when they come out. And then, of course, there was a Sweeney Boo swimsuit variant for 13 that I snagged up as well. That's it for pretty much my pull list of comic books, of single issue comic books. I did get some graphic novels this week, and one that everybody needs to buy, period, and we'll get to it. Well, both of these people should really buy. The first one is the reprint of the History of the DC Universe. This is by Mark Wolfman, and with artwork by George Perez. For those of you that listen to the podcast, Kevin Sharp has a copy of this, an older copy of this, that he's had creators who've worked at DC sign. But I'm actually really curious to see this itself. I've seen what is this collects? What is it collecting? I've seen the History of the DC Universe singles 1 and 2, but this is the collective version of those two. So if you're ever curious, I would go check this out. But this is the book that it should be on everybody's pull list. Everybody should be grabbing a copy of this. I understand if you're not a hardcover person, but you should grab a copy anyway. Even if when the trade softcover comes out, you should get that. But that is the Wonder Woman Historia, the book by Kelly Sue DeConnick with art by Phil Jimenez, Gene Ha, and Nicola Scott. This book is fantastic. Like, if you want to have a top echelon book, you need to pick this up. I loved Wonder Woman Historia from the first issue. in the second issue. It's amazing. The story is great. It is fantastic. Kelly Sue DeConnick knocks it out of the park with this, as well as some of the best art from Phil Jimenez, Gene Ha, and Nicola Scott. And if you don't get a copy of this, you are missing out, because it's a winner of 2 Eisner Awards in 2020 for Best Single Issue and Best Penciler. So you need to pick this up. It's really, really, really good. Pick this up. There's another cover as well, but this I think is the best cover. So you can choose which one you want if you dare. We do have some copies, shelf copies, plenty of shelf copies at Comics Conspiracy. We plan to order heavy on this because we knew it would be a popular title. So you can go to comicsconspiracy.biz and you can order one, and we can ship it out to you. It might not ship out quickly. Remember, I have to take over Ryan Higgin duties, so my normal duties get cut down, and so I can't do as much. I will be trying to get stuff out as fast as possible, and stuff pulled from the warehouse, but as it stands right now, I'm not sure. We'll see. I got some stuff out this past weekend, so I did grab a book this week. I find that ordering Star Wars books and anything associated with comic book creators from Diamond, really, I get the books in decent condition much better than I would get from Penguin Random House. Shocking for books. But I grabbed the trade paperback version of Grant Morrison's Luda. Figured I'd give it a try. I like Grant Morrison enough, and so we'll see what Luda entails. But soft cover. God, I love soft covers. There's only a handful of books I get hardcover, but soft cover is the way to go. I did grab some promos from the shop that I thought were cool. That Texas Blood is a pretty good series from Image, from Chris Condon and Jacob Phillips. And they're coming out with the Infield Gang Massacre. So I snagged the promo poster up. They came to the shop for that. If you have not checked out that Texas Blood, you really should. It's really good. And DC, for their Dawn of DC, is giving us bookmarks. They sent us a whole bunch of these bookmarks, and they're all different. The packaging was a rubber band with a black, like one of these just spacer things at the end of it. But it's all bookmarks. It is a nice little kind of Dawn of DC guidebook. So you can check out the back. It'll have a listing of all that stuff there. But yeah, might have somebody you like on one of those bookmarks. If you want, you can snag up a character that you like. But yeah, so check it out or see if it's at your local shop. And that's it for this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As usual, I'm trying to improve as always. Leave your comments down in the comment section below, what you're reading, any questions, comments, all that. Please be nice. The internet's not the best place for people to be good to one another. Let's just be good here. I would say you can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast, but we are currently not recording due to Ryan being out of the country. Hopefully we will be getting back to it at the beginning of July, so stay tuned for that. We did record an episode before he left where we talked the Flash finale and the Flash movie, because we got to go to an advanced screening of it, so you can check that episode. There'll be a link in the description below just to our general webpage for our podcast, so check it out in the description. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager. You can also follow me on Instagram @Brock's Basement, where I post up. Right now I'm currently posting up what my favorite covers are every week. Sometimes I throw in other content that's comic book or geek related that I like. So yeah, check it out there. But yeah, other than that, hopefully I'll be able to maybe get some extra videos up while Ryan is gone, since the content over on the podcast side is not going to be as much. But yeah. Well, I'm tired. I need to get this up. You guys have a great day and enjoy your Wednesday. I will see you guys next time.